Because for reference, what I'm getting at, back in those days, there was a limit to how many games a publisher could release on the NES. So they had shims of publisher companies to publish games.
So that was not the case in the Game Boy, and that actually ended pretty soon after Nintendo got sued.
Okay, so it was only the NES where they were doing that.
Yeah. As far as I know, yes.
Such a weird restriction. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, Nintendo, you have to remember that these rules wasn't Nintendo trying to artificially put restrictions on people. The video game crash in the 70s and 80s occurred because everyone and their mother made Atari carts, and they were all fucking bad. So there was like, instead of like today, you think you've got too many games to play today. In the Atari era, there's basically one console. Like, yeah, sure, there were other competitors, but the Atari 2600 was the only game in town. And all of the games were just fucking shovelware bad. There were like 2 or 3 great games that came out per year. Everything else was a pile of shit. And Nintendo said, we don't want this to happen again. We literally just single-handedly revived the video game market in North America. Let's not crash again. You guys can only put out 5 games per year. Deal with it. Make them good. So companies were incentivized to either make good games or do the Konami thing where they just create 6 or 7 sub-companies and tell Nintendo to fuck themselves.
I like that approach.
Interesting.
Yeah.